Hello, humans. So, today we're going to be taking a look at least, obviously this is my opinion, of the state of budget gaming in late 2021. Sorry if it appears I'm not really looking at the camera. The star of this video is right here, not right here. So, this is a build I put together this week. The primary purpose of this build was I'm going to start doing lots of builds again, and the first machine I wanted in my lineup was a sub-mid-level build. So this is probably, I'm pretty sure I've nailed it down to 375. I think I'm going to sell this for 375. This machine is an i7 3770K with 16 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 2 gig NVIDIA GeForce GTX 770 video card. So it really should give performance on par with, a newer, maybe like an i7 6700 non-K with like maybe a 1050 Ti. The performance between something like that and something like this should be pretty minimal, but this is older hardware, so it's going to be a lot cheaper. I did also want this to be with decent hardware. So this isn't garbage hardware. This isn't the crappy AMD, AMD FX hardware that I'm seeing in some of these budget builds. It's not a lower end chip. It's all for what it was. It was gaming grade hardware for its day. So you've got. Let's see if I can do this right. Out how okay, so can you see my finger pointing? Okay, cool. So can you see it? You kind of can. Okay, so it's got an ASUS Maximus Formula motherboard. I think it was the highest end board you could get for the chip. This was very expensive new. You've got an ASUS Direct CUII GTX 770. This is the precursor to, is it Strix? I don't think they call it. Is Strix on it? I don't think it does. No. Okay. So this is the precursor to the modern Strix card. So this used to be ASUS's thing. They sold these up till the end of 9 series. So I believe they offered, it was a slightly different one, but it was I believe it was this. I believe it was called Direct CUII. I can't remember for certain, but I believe they sold a cooler similar to this in 9 series, or maybe no. I think 9 series was the first generation of Strix, and 9 series was when they moved from Direct CUII to Strix, and it's kind of a hybrid of both. You can kind of see the lineage on the 9 series card, like the 980 or the 980 Ti Strix. You can kind of see the lineage from this, but then you can't quite see it as much on the newer Strix cards. See it down there? Yep, you can. Okay, so actually, this is a brand new power supply. I had a bunch of boxed units laying around. I needed a power supply for this build. I didn't want to wait for the ones that I ordered, so I just put it in. I don't remember what I paid. It was probably so long ago. Prices fluctuate, but it was probably somewhere between $25 and $40 plus shipping. This one has an SSD. Can you see? There we go. Okay. 240 gig Intel SSD. Not the greatest thing in the world, but a lot of sellers out there are selling these ultra low-end gaming desktops without an SSD. It's got an SSD, 240 gig SSD, plus a 500 gig hard drive. Decent drive, nothing special, Western Digital Blue. What else is worth mentioning on this? Oh, and it's a pretty generic case, but again, everything name brand. I believe this is a Corsair 100R. Again, low-end Corsair case. But even though it doesn't have tempered glass, it's a decent name brand case. And so yeah, I want to show you guys. I believe that this is what you should expect in 2021. It's not exactly common parts. Most people are going to be trying to sell these with lower end boards and stuff like that. But a 3770K with a GTX 770, somewhere between a 770, a 780, a 960. Maybe a 970, but with market prices listing as high as they are on eBay, I'd be hesitant to believe that anyone's going to actually market a system with a 970 in it with a decent i7. And it is worth mentioning, this system should be able to run a card as new as something like a 980 or even a 980 Ti. without horribly bottlenecking it. I have paired 10 series cards with these before, and I have had good results, but you're probably going to see some bottlenecking, particularly with newer games liking more than 4 cores. It just is what it is. Anyway, though, I hope you guys find this interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. I'm going to start doing more of this kind of little mini reviews of my own systems. This is going to be part of the ad that I sell with this machine, so my buyers can kind of get a look at this. So anyway, I hope you guys find this interesting and informative, and thanks for watching the video.